Hello Flosstube and welcome to my channel, Home Sweet Home Handmade. I'm Natalie and I'm coming to you today from Norfolk, which is on the east coast of England. Today it's Monday 21st of September. It's quite a sunny day today, so I'm hoping that the lighting will be okay here. Filming from a different location, so I've come into the lounge today because it's a little bit more interesting to look at behind me. So on my last episode, and I ought to say that this one is Flosstube number 7, but on my last one I said that I would show you my pumpkin tray and my Liberty pumpkins that I've done a little display on my windowsill. So hanging in my window I've got this little pumpkin hanging cushion. It's like made of like oilcloth, and it comes with a little hanger like that. It's from Sarah Benning, and I'll link her shop below. She's got an Etsy shop, and it comes either stuffed with fragrant stuffing, or you can have it stuffed with clove, but I don't really like cloves, so I just had it unscented. So I've got that hanging in the window. And then this is my tray. I can show pumpkin spice. And then I've got my Liberty pumpkins from Ali, Homebird Makes. I'll link her shop below as well. I like that one. So, and I've also got some LED autumn leaf lights as well. So I'm hoping in time to get some stitched pieces in here as well. So that's what's on my windowsill at the moment. It's quite funny because Betsy Cat likes to look out the window and sniff the fresh air. And I've just got this in front and she keeps just sort of standing in here. So, bless her. So today I'm going to show you a finish, a secret squirrel finish at the end. Some WIPs I've been working on, and I'm going to do my second part of my WIP parade from the upstairs WIPs. Ones that have been languishing for quite a while, and a couple that I'm not sure what to do with, so it might be good if you could put in the comments below what you think I ought to do with them. So, but first I just wanted to do a few shout outs for people that I've been watching recently on Flosstube. So the first one, and I keep looking down here because I've got my trusty notes again. So the first one is Dina from Stitch Cross Stitch, and all of these people I'll put a link in my description box below. Dina does some lovely projects, and she's just finished Plum Street Samplers Soul Sisters, which is a really lovely design, and she's also just finished a full coverage piece for a friend for Christmas. So check out her Flosstube. I'm sure you all do anyway, but that's a lovely watch. The next one is Lisa from Lost Crossed in Floss. And Lisa, I just want to say thank you that the Halloween magazine arrived. I won a giveaway on her channel. And Lisa does some lots of lovely projects, and she likes to stitch on Ada like I do as well. And the next one is Sharon from Magnolia Nana. I love watching Sharon's videos because she's got a really soft, soothing, calming voice. She's from Texas. She does a lot of Scottish samplers, and that's definitely worth a recommendation. And the last one is a UK stitcher, Well, she does stitching, knitting and embroidery, and it's Paula from the Snail Garden. And her last vlog, her August one, which I'll link below, she's done some natural linen dyeing with like carrot tops and flowers, and it's really interesting to see how she's doing it, and really quite inspiring. So check out all those people. If you do go over, just say that you've come over from my Flosstube, and that'll be great. So, finishes. I have at last finished the Be Calm from Not Forgotten Farm. So this is a free pattern on their blog, which I'll link below. And I've been doing this as a stitch along with my sister Emily, who's stitching from Gnome Cottage on Instagram. And yeah, so I really like the variegation in that pot. I stitched this on 14 counts Vigot Nougat, and the petals are Weeks Dyeworks Marigold. So yeah, so that's the chart. That it's charted as a brown pot, but I quite like red, and I think I might put it there. That's underneath my nan, who was in the Land Army in the Second World War, so I might put it underneath there. So yeah, pleased to have that finish. So then yesterday we started on our next stitch along design, and I can show this because this is a free pattern again, but it's the Be Stitch and Well movement from Tiny Modernist. So it's Home Stitch Home, and I am doing this on a piece of 14 count white Ada from my stash, with all DMC, and I like how that's stitching up. I had to get the frog out quite early on because I didn't read the chart correctly and didn't realise that there was some dots. But yeah, so we said that that this design, oh, that won't take us very long. Little did we know it took us a few months. So we're hoping it's upside down. We're hoping that this one won't take quite as long this time. So that's my finish. I've got another finish as well in the secret squirrel section at the end, and I call it that because it's a Christmas gift from my sister Emily. So obviously she won't be able to watch, so I say goodbye to her at that point. Right, looking at my notes of what I've been working on. So for my birthday, that was on the 9th of September, I had a new start, and both me and Emily started a hawk run. We've been talking about it for a while, that we were going to do one, and so I am doing the village of Hawk Run Hollow, starting in this block here. So I'm stitching mine after a long debate on 18 count platinum from Zweigart, and I've got a very small start there on block 1, but I'm enjoying it so far. It's 18 count, but to me it seems like 20 count, so I'm having to stitch it through my magnifier. But yeah, so I'm hoping to take this away with us next week on holiday, which I'll talk about a bit later. But yeah, so I'm hoping to get the words done and that little stamp bit there. So that's a WIP and a new start. I'm keeping this all in my amazing project bag that Emily gave me for my birthday. So the next one I'm stitching is Home for Halloween by the Humble Stitcher. And I'll link their Etsy shop below. I just really like this design. Really cute. And hoping that this will go in my pumpkin spice tray. So I've made quite a small start on this. So I'm stitching this on Picture This Plus. I think it's 16 count and I think it's fawn. So, but I'm loving the variegation on that classic Colourworks Bittersweet. Sorry, I haven't ironed it. So yeah, just keep plodding away on that. So yeah, it's going to be, I didn't really want to do the house like a full colour, so I wanted a bit variegated. So that's Home for Halloween. And the next one is Kitty Cat Row by Bent Creek. I showed this in my last episode, particularly for that little Betsy cat there. So, and I may put it above the door up there. I've done a little bit more on this. So, yeah, loving that. Hoping to get back to that as well. So this is 14 count Zweigart Confederate Grey. And the next one is another Halloween piece, and it's just been released actually not too long ago from Little Dove Designs, and it's called All Hallows Eve. I got the full kit. And I was quite surprised. I think it's on 14 count Confederate Grey again, but I was quite surprised how thin the pattern is. But it's coming along, very cute. I love that little Lucy Heaton needle minder. So yeah, very cute design. So as you can see, I'm enjoying stitching Halloween and fall at the moment. And one that I showed in my last episode that I've come back to is Country Cottage Needleworks September Cottage. And I've just got the September Cottage because it was my birthday month and I wanted to stitch it. And I'm not too far from a finish on this. And this is just stitched with stash threads. And this is I think it's vintage white 14 count Ada. So I think I'm going to make that into a little cushion because I've got some vintage pink floral that will go on the back of there. So those are the WIPs that I've been working on since I saw you last. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is my part 2 of my WIP parade. So these are the WIPs that I keep upstairs that I'm not currently working on. So I've got them here. So this one is from Cross Stitcher, September 2012. Find you the cover. Oh, I haven't got the cover. can show you that picture there. So it's the little house design that goes in an oval embroidery hoop, and then you put some felt leaves on. Excuse my fingers, I'm doing some crafting, got a lot of glue on them. So I've only got a very small start on this. I do like it, but it's not really calling to me at the moment, which is why it's upstairs. So as I say, that's from Cross Stitcher magazine, September 2012 edition. So these aren't in any particular order, and I don't know what's in what. Very unorganised. So, oh yes. So this is another stitch along that me and Emily are doing. And we both absolutely love this design, but for some reason we're both struggling to pick this up. So this is from Alicia Paulson, and it's Time of Flowers. It's a really beautiful design, and I don't know why we're struggling. I think there's a lot of confetti stitching in places, a lot of thread changes. I've got all her designs. I think in the last episode I showed you Bits of Summer, I think it's called. I love those little sheep. So stitching this on, it's like a mint green. And I will get back to this because it is such a cute design. So I'm starting stitching that big fern to the left. So yeah. So it's Time of Flowers. The next one, I think, is possibly my oldest WIP, and I can't honestly remember when I started this, and it's quite dated. I would say it's quite a dated design, but I actually really quite like this. Take it out the plastic sleeve, and so this is from World of Cross Stitching. I don't know what issue, fortunately, and it's called Bright and Blessed. And I quite like it that they've done it as a wall hanging. So this is my progress on this so far. I do like that birdhouse. I'm wondering whether to stitch this as a gift from my mother-in-law. I don't know, I do like it, but again, it's not really calling to me. But I think if I did pick it up and started working on it again, I would really like it. So that's from World of Cross Stitching. The next one I'm keeping in this quite amusing. It's a plastic wallet, but it's chips. And this is from Cross Stitcher issue October 2012, and it is the fox cushion. Again, I really like this, but it's not calling to me. And I've got some really cute backing fabric for it, but I haven't put too much in really. Started on his ear. And that's it. So some of these pieces I must pull out and get back into rotation. I'm thinking of 2021, trying to get some of these upstairs whips down and put some stitches in. I've actually got another WIP in here, and this is from Cross Stitcher 2011. And it's actually the heart Union Jack. I've done quite a bit on this one. Everything's creased. That'd make a nice little cute cushion, and it would sort of go in this room with that like Union Jack pendant that's hanging there. So I must get back to this one. This is quite good actually, pulling all these out, because it reminds me of what I've got, some lovely WIPs, and that I must get back to them. Creating an almighty mess down here. Right, this is one that a lot of you may have seen. It's Abby Rose Designs, Believe in the Magic of Christmas. Also a glare, little cushion. I'm stitching this on, it's a gold sparkle Ada. It's quite a stiff one, this. I've done that so far. So I'm getting towards nearly half done, so I don't know why I stop things. It's, I think I was having a discussion with Emily yesterday, you know, you start things and some projects you really enjoy from the get-go and you don't want to put them down and they're a joy to stitch on all the way through. Other projects you're not really sure, but you do like it and you start it and you enjoy it, and then I don't know what happens. I think we get sidetracked. I know I do, with lots of new releases and things. So the next one is from Caterpillar Cross Stitch, and it's their 12 days of Stitchmas. Now Emily's doing this as well, and I've got this in a Q-snap. This is one where I'm really unsure about whether I should finish it or not. I just don't know. If you can see lots of things flying around, it's because the sun's out and it's dusty. So this is 12 days of Stitchmas. Now, do I finish this? Or shall I just dump? I don't know. I do like it, but it never ever calls to me, ever. I don't know. What do you think I ought to do with this? Just cut that off and make that into a Christmas tree decoration. Quite a cute little needle minder as well. So I've had that on the Q-snap. So it wasn't 2019 stitch long, it's 2018. I haven't picked that up in over a year. Sure I haven't. Or at least definitely 6 months. So tell me what your thoughts are about what I should do with that one. This one is one that I think I've not recently, but definitely shown you before. It's Modern Folk Embroidery Beekeeper's Pincushion. And I'm really having second thoughts about the fabric because it's black Ada, and I'm not really enjoying stitching on it, if I'm being really honest. And that's all I've done. And I'm using DMC 742. But now holding it up at the camera, I do really like that. That's my needle minder that Mel, Patchy Pony Stitcher, sent me. So this would have to be, this is sort of would have to be stitched in the morning or with my new LED light. I do quite like that now I'm looking at it. Decisions. But yeah, again, it's not one that is calling to me. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to go. Speed up. This is one that I've shown you before, and I'm going to pull this out in the spring. So Sprenda Gervais Spring Fling. Really like this. So this think when it is done, I'm going to put that up on my bedroom wall because I really like that bunny. Quite a cute design. So I'm stitching this on pink Ada. Got one bunny ear done. So I'm going to pick this up around Easter next year. The next one, which is in my very cute. You can see what this is. This is the Prairie Schooler Tortoise and Horse. Tortoise and the Hare. Yeah, so I'm doing this big design here. On a 14 count oatmeal Ada, and that's all I've got done so far. I do like it. Next one is in the flamingos. What's in here? Oh yeah, I've showed you that one before. So it's Madame Chantilly with the sheep. Cute design. So this is going to be pulled out along with the spring fling bunny. And as I said, I might sort that out there because that's not very neat at all. It's bothering me. I think that's probably why I haven't picked it up. I don't know. I do like those little sheep. Keeping all the threads in there in my little llama pouch. Cute. Well, that might be an alpaca, I don't know. One of the two. Nearly there. So the next one is another caterpillar cross stitch, and this is from the stitch along from last year, Deck the Halls. Pitiful start to this. Look at that. Very cute needle minder though. Yeah, I must get back to that. I do like this one. This is more typography. I haven't got a full picture of the design, just of the chart. And the last one, I think I have shown you this before, is in cross stitch September 2011, and it's that cushion there. Whistle while you work. And after saying, oh yes, I'll get back to this, did I? No. Beautiful. I like that bunny as well. So this is definitely on the radar for 2021. So this, my spring fling and Madame Chantilly sheep. Those three are definitely going to be finished in the spring, and I've said it here, so I must do it. So those are all my WIPs from upstairs. I haven't counted how many WIPs I've got, but I would like to get that pile down because there's some nice things that I'm stitching in there. So at this point, I'm going to say goodbye to Emily, if you're watching, because now we're going to do the secret squirrel section, and of course you can't see this until January. So bye Emily. So hope she's gone now. So this is one of the things that I've done her for Christmas, and I think I've shown this before but not fully finished. So there we go. So I'm really hoping that I'm not going to show it for too long, because I'm hoping that YouTube doesn't pick that up. as the thumbnail, because otherwise she knows what she's going to get. So it's a Stitch Rovia piece, and again I've put the hoop back on. I think if you go to my previous episode, let me just see in my little book which one it's called. So if you go to Flosstube number 5, all about hoops, I mention and show you all about the hoops that I get from an Etsy shop. So yeah, so I'll just show you a quick shot again. Yeah, I'll sort that bow out because that is a bit long. But yeah, I hope she likes that. So that's the first of possibly first of 3 pieces that I'm going to do, working on one at the moment. And I think I showed you the rabbit, didn't I? The Brenda Gervais rabbit, which I haven't put any more stitches in, but I'm hoping to take that away with us. So on Saturday, it's Monday today, on Saturday we are heading up to Robin Hood's Bay on the North Yorkshire coast, staying in a little fisherman's cottage. So I'm going to take my tripod, my iPad, and I'm going to film from there, from my little cottage. I'll also take some footage of walking around the village as well, because it's beautiful, and it's 8 miles down the coast from Whitby. So when we go to Whitby, I'll take a little bit of footage there, and I'll put that on the end of my next Flosstube. So can't wait. We've been there many times and we love it up there. And I did my nurse training up in York and Scarborough, so I know the area very well. And I did my training with Wendy, who I did the little friendship cushion for in my last episode. So hello, Wendy. Nice to see you. So yeah, so we're heading up there on Saturday. Can't wait. Love it up there. So next time you see me, it will be a different background again, and we'll be in Robin Hood's Bay. So thank you for stopping by, and if this is your first time, I'd really be thrilled to bits if you would subscribe and like the video. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you for coming back and sharing some time with me. I'd really love it if you'd put a comment below, tell me what you're working on, tell me what your plans are, what you think I should do with my bauble WIP that's languishing upstairs. So until next time, stay safe, stay well, and happy stitching.